Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to the webinar on Explore the World of Molecular Chemistry. Three presenters are there today. I, Professor Mona Lisa Mukherjee, Director and HOI of Amity Institute of Click Chemistry Research and Studies. Dr. Pradeep Chakravarti, Principal Scientist, Jubilant Chemsys, Noida, and Major General Bhaskar Chakravarti, the Director Admission of Amity University, Noida. So before going into the depth of what is molecular chemistry? Let me tell you, life is chemistry. Everything started with chemistry. There are several global challenges that our mankind is facing: nuclear waste management, pollution in ocean, global warming. Molecular chemistry provides tools and solutions for finding the right way to work and to work with them. So, molecular chemistry is a creative science where chemists synthesize molecules with new biological or physical properties to address scientific or societal challenges. Think of a new catalytic conversions, lead compounds for future medicines, or next generation of conducting polymers, working with chemical structures. The possibilities are endless. In principle, every molecule can be made. The challenge is to adapt the 3D structure to the desired properties and design an efficient system method. In the light of current outbreak of coronavirus COVID-2019, chemistry has a key role in undertaking everything from viral structure to pathogenesis, isolation of vaccines and therapeutics, as well as in the development of materials and technologies used by basic researchers, virologists, and clinicians. That's why new drug target found for COVID-19 can be only explored with a depth of knowledge in molecular chemistry. Moving on to the third slide, education in molecular chemistry. The practice of chemistry are challenging as the boundaries blur between disciplines. So Amity Institute of Click Chemistry Research and Studies wants students to have strong chemistry background, complemented by other skills and knowledge, make them comfortable with multidisciplinary approaches, team-based work environments, communicating their ideas clearly. The general strategy was to begin with a broad overviews of the many factors impacting upon the effects that reinvent chemistry education and progressively move discussions to focus on the content of chemistry education. So the key question that we addressed is what education experiences these practitioners need to have a successful career. To answer to this, we have a positive solution that education in chemistry must become truly interdisciplinary and context based while retaining the core feature that defines the discipline. So, the education in molecular chemistry in AICCRS is done with the help of plethora of subjects with an optimal balance of basic and applied research, which is done in the form of interactive sessions and brainstorming, seminars and workshops, conferences, panel discussions, industrial visits, and lab tours. A major educational goal of the molecular chemistry is to develop molecular level solutions to the major real world societal problems in the area of energy, sustainability, diagnosis of disease, sensing, detection, and the environment. So learn from the best, students fully supported with the help of funds, highly cited research, advanced technologies, and state-of-art facilities. Now, what are the industrial demands of professionals in molecular chemistry? Chemical industry, such as Chem Biotech, Dabur, Ranchem, pharmaceutical industries, such as Sun Pharma, Jubilant, electronic industry, Reliance, Panasonic. Other than that, we have research institutions and universities, IIT, ISAD, NIT, central universities, state universities, hospitals as chemists and pharmacists, public authorities, IS, IPS, and civil services. Now, the university and institute placement center together invite several companies for placement, and students can opt for their career in various fields. Now, going to strategically the career opportunities after pursuing master's careers and PhD career in molecular science or molecular chemistry. For molecular chemistry, masters in molecular chemistry, student can go for higher studies, lecturers with high schools and universities, researchers, marketers and managers, policymakers, government and non-profit organizations, businessmen, investment banks, writers for science-oriented media, and entrepreneurs, PhD in molecular science, students pursuing after that, students can go for postdoctoral fellow, research scientist, entrepreneurs, faculties, industrialists, and patent officer. Now, research and teaching opportunity. After doing MSc in molecular chemistry, one can opt for chemical science, NET GRF, GATE, that is graduate aptitude test in engineering, can go for GRE based on chemistry. Nowadays, subject GRE is also very important. So after completing the curriculum of MSc in molecular chemistry, one can opt for GRE in chemistry. And University of Illinois is conducting the exam from last 6-7 years. Other than that, one can also go for SLET, that is the state level eligibility exams for lecturerships. So now on to Amity Institute of Click Chemistry Research and Studies. So click chemistry is a tool to do synthesize compounds which can mimic the nature or have several myriad applications. The product is basically a triazole which is formed by the ligation or by the conjunction of two moieties, that is alkyne and azide. Now the profile of Amity Institute of Click Chemistry. John E. Moses is the chairman of our Click Chemistry department. It happened so that I got Distinguished Visiting Scientist Award to work with John Moses from Royal Society of Chemistry. And I worked there for 3.5 months, collaborated with John, and was introduced to Professor Barry Sharpless, who is a Nobel laureate and the father of click chemistry, who coined click chemistry in 2002. Now, profile of Amity Institute of Click Chemistry, the existing faculties of our department. We have a very vibrant team comprising myself, Professor Monalisa Mukherjee, Director and HY. My specialized areas are biomimetic chemistry, nanobiomaterials, Dr. Ranjan Patra, Associate Professor, DST Inspire faculty, bioinorganic chemistry and supramolecular chemistry is the specialized area. Dr. Shaikat Datta, Ramalinga Swami Fellow, Associate Professor of Amity Institute of Click Chemistry Research and Studies. His specialized areas are functional materials, energy bioscience. And last, Dr. Vivek Mishra, Assistant Professor. He is the real click chemist in our group and also helping us to try to understand how to make the molecules. And his other expertise area is ionic liquid. We have very vibrant students who are self-motivated research scholars. They are NET GRF and some of them are top 10 CSIR fellows. To name them, Sujata Sangam, Akanksha, Bipin, and so many. We have National Postdoc Fellow 1, PhD scholars total 12, intern 10, followed by Ankita Lokani, who is the academic coordinator and who lies with national and international level so that we can have joint collaboration and collaborative courses in future. The research areas comprises synthetic chemistry methodology, doped carbon nanomaterials, click chemistry, hydrogel and polymer nanocomposites, porphyrin-ted graphene composites, chemical biology and drug discovery, fluorescent nanomaterials, energy storage and catalysis, biomolecules for nanomedicine, green chemistry. Now, the objectives of AICCRS lies in exploring innovative technologies and design at a molecular scale, which has the potential for societal impact in the area of energy, healthcare, and environment. Now, the academic level of the program is challenging, given students the opportunity to obtain a very comprehensive training, making them industry ready, which is the actual need of today's era. So the thrust area of AICCRS are bio-inspired smart biomimetic, nanobiomaterials, 2D nanomaterials, drug discovery, medicinal chemistry, chemical biology, and immunointelligent materials for biomedical applications. Now, program we offer. So the program we offer is the master degree and the PhD program. The PhD program is launched from the day we started the department from January 2016. Masters in Molecular Chemistry we are launching from the upcoming semester, and it aimed at a broad intake of students from chemistry, physics, and biology backgrounds, providing integration of synthesis, reactivity, and application of molecules, as well as understanding of multiple scales from molecular interaction to whole system. Now, why people will choose this thing? Because having John Moses as a chairman of the AICCRS, and as he's going to join the Cold Spring Harbor Laboratory, which is ranked #1 by Nature, we will have contact with top-notch research groups in this area. So students can go for internship, PhD positions in Oxford, Berkeley, Lathrop, in Nottingham, and Scripps Research Laboratories.
Dr. Mukherjee, excuse me one second.
Yeah.
Dr. Mukherjee, founder president of Amity, Dr. Ashok Chauhan, is online. He's listening. He has another call to go to, so he just wants to quickly say a few words for the panelists and the students that are listening. So he'll just say a few words.
Yeah, please.
Thank you.
I'm very sorry to disturb you. I am listening your deliberation for the very beginning. And first of all, I welcome Dr. Pradeep Chakravarti. He's a great, brilliant innovator and scientist, because I know the Jubiliant's research. My MSc friend, Jagmohan Khanna, was, perhaps he must be knowing, was also in Jubiliant research. And he was the university topper. He did organic chemistry, I did inorganic chemistry. So I listened about your molecular chemistry MSc program. I got an interest that I should also join your molecular chemistry. Mona Lisa.
Thank you so much.
I must tell you all, Mona Lisa is too good, astonishing, unbelievable. And she will be one day the #1 in the click chemistry. And we will be calling also Nobel laureate who started click chemistry, but at that time we could not come without because of some help. And so you should all visit her lab. She has made such a wonderful lab. I think she lives and eats and sleeps and dreams only click chemistry and molecular chemistry. Immediately, many students have joined as PhD scholars. Many students have joined as MSc students, and 4 or 5 students for Delhi University. They are waiting for the BSc result. They want to join molecular chemistry. To all listeners, and especially to my panelist Pradeep Chakravarti ji, I'm so glad, thankful that you have spared your time. For all those students who will join this course, we will send them for training abroad. I believe that the brain of we Indians, our creativity, our research acumen is not to compare with anybody in the world. But if we don't have the laboratories of that scale, which Europe or America has, I can send them to work with them. The outcome that Mona Lisa went to Nottingham University for 3 months, and she has done wonders with John Moses. So Mona Lisa, keep a point that each one of my students is placed for some time in the universities where outside, even with the Nobel laureate, because I want to show the whole world that the Indian brain is unparalleled. Sir, I must tell you, I was 28 years in West Germany and as a head of the research and development, and then became independent. And 6,000 Germans and Europeans were working with me as I was paying salary to them. Why I'm telling it? I want to only emphasize that my scientists, especially the scientists from Mona Lisa, they will show to the whole world what is molecular chemistry, what is click chemistry. So I'm grateful to all listeners, those who are listening, and you can visit Mona Lisa. She is a wonderful lady and very amicable. Once you meet her, you will not go back without having the interest to join her in research and education. Dr. Pradeep, thank you very much again. We are so
thank you.
Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Chakravarti, thank you, Chakravarti. Okay, great.
Thank you so much.
Okay. So should I continue, sir?
Yes, please. Yes, please.
Yeah. So the course curriculum of molecular chemistry, principles of organic chemistry, physical chemistry, click chemistry, chemistry of natural products, bioinorganic chemistry, nanomaterial chemistry, bioorganic chemistry, chemistry of heterocyclic compounds, molecular thermodynamics, molecular materials, green and sustainable chemistry, renewable energy, molecular catalysis, modern instrumentation techniques, instrumental analysis in biomolecular chemistry, principles of chemical biology, chemistry of biomaterials, stereochemistry and asymmetric synthesis, surface and electrochemistry, functional polymers and networks, supramolecular chemistry. So the courses which are already marked with red color, these are the new inclusions with the earlier courses, and they are designed as per NET and GATE syllabus with the addendum so that we can name it molecular chemistry and we can make the students the real problem solvers. So when we go for Amity University, there's a unique thing that modernity blends with tradition. So we have unique value addition to learning, that is foreign language, communication skills, behavioral science, human values, curriculum updated regularly with industry input, strong mentoring program, military adventure training, and other personality building ethics and extracurricular activities. Now, the infrastructure and learning process, we have excellent infrastructure and instrumentation pool. Students can have hand-on training to use these equipments on regular basis. Recently, we have established 3 new research laboratories with very good infrastructure, that is molecular materials research laboratory, biological and molecular science research laboratory with biosafety cabinet too, where you can handle the pathogenic and non-pathogenic bacteria, molecular energy and catalysis research laboratory. And moving on to the, again, infrastructure and learning process, we say that our students are dedicated and they work even on Saturday, Sunday to come out with path-breaking research in the area of molecular chemistry, say environmental, say catalysis, you can say biological chemistry. So these students are very dedicated and they are working by seeing the research infrastructure and the instrumentation facilities, which I'm coming in my next slide. One can enjoy access to array of well-equipped research laboratories dedicated to research program and handling several instruments. So these are the equipments which we are having at present in our department. And the research publications, we have 127 research publications of high impact factor journals from Royal Society of Chemistry, American Chemical Society, Wiley, Springer, and Nature. Some of the glimpse of recent publications with cover page. Dr. Saikat Datta, one of our brilliant faculty, has come up with very new research article related to the conversion of biomass with hydrodeoxygenation, and this paper has come in Chem Sustainable Chem in with impact factor 7.8. Our another brilliant faculty, Dr. Ranjan Patra, who is working on the coordination chemistry and ligand substitutions, tuning the catalytic activity, which has also come in Wiley and Royal Society of Chemistry journals. Some of the research publications of my group, which has come in ACS Nano, Material Horizon, and Green Chemistry, and Environmental Energy and Environmental Science with Shekhar Datta as the corresponding author. Some of the patents, these are the 4 patents which are granted and which has been done, filed from Amity University as a whole. And another scientist who is actually working entirely in click chemistry, Dr. Vivek Mishra, has filed US patent, Korean patent, and Japanese patent, and which has recently been granted collaboration with abroad. So we have number of sponsored research projects and funded, some of the funded research projects, some of the other projects which are given for short time and which has benefit and societal impact. Grant received more than 6.5 crore within 4 years of establish of our department, and the funding agencies are CSIR, ACRB, DST, ICMR, and other IUSC, Department of Atomic Energy, and DRDO. Several international and national collaborations such as Johns Hopkins University School of Medicine, Baltimore, La Trobe Institute for Molecular Science, Melbourne, Nottingham University, Special Center for Nanoscience, JNU, All India Institute of Medical Science, where we are doing our stem cells research work, and soon we will also have the stem cells research facility in our department. Department of Textiles Technology, Indian Institute of Technology, IIT Delhi, where we are trying to come up with textiles with shirts and pants made out of graphene oxides. Inter-University Accelerator Center, where we get a lot of benefit with the in situ XRDs, in situ FTIs and others. Rajiv Gandhi Center for Biotechnology, and also coming up with collaboration with the Cold Spring Laboratory, where John is going to join soon as a chair professor, which is ranked #1 by Nature. The achievements, Dr. Ranjit Patra has been mentioned among the emerging investigators in crystal growth and design by American Chemical Society. Aarti Singh's paper was highlighted in the Science Chronicle and the Hindu News. Based on that, some of the other companies such as Jubilant Biosys, the director of Jubilant Biosys, that is Sri Raja Ramagopal, came with an intent letter for collaboration on diabetic wound healing. And the achievements of AICCRS students, till now we had only PhD students. We are coming up with master degree students, but other departments and other universities master degree students opted to do internship with us, and they have come out with brilliant papers as second and third authors, and based on that they got 100% scholarship to pursue PhD and master degree abroad. Visit of eminent scientists at AICCRS for collaboration and beyond. We have seen the John Moses along with Brian Smith, the university chancellor from Latrobe, and so many other curriculums were based in Amity Institute of Click Chemistry Research and Studies. And moving on to other activities, we have our PhD students, Dr. Deepa Suhag, Dr. Payal, and John Moses. John Moses happens to be the external co-guide. We have several brainstorming sessions. Other than that, we have Basant Panchami, where all the noble persons join here. The ex-director of IUAC, Dr. Avasti, the ex-DST secretary, ACRB secretary, Dr. Rajiv Sharma, the ex-DST director for materials, who is right now the advisor of materials department, Dr. V.K. Jain. And the students are so innovative that they try to arrange everything other than research also. They're involved in all the activities such as Basant Panchami, Teachers' Day, conferences, and workshops. So before ending, I should say that one should keep on pedaling. The pedal keeps changing no matters what we end in life. Success can be achieved with 3P, that is patience, persistence, and perseverance. And before I end, I should tell that when God pushes the words and sentences of our founder president, when God pushes somebody, inspires somebody, leads somebody, no power in the world can stop such a person. Having all this in my mind, I also try to move ahead and lead my team ahead. Now on to Dr. Pradeep Chakravarti, who will be speaking as an industrial guest. Pradeep Chakravarti, please start.
Yeah, so okay, thank you, Dr. Mukherjee, for the beautiful talk, and I think it's exactly what the molecular chemistry is all about. And today I'm going to give a little bit of career perspective of molecular chemistry. Just to start with my background, so actually I'm an organic chemistry. I've done PhD in organic chemistry, and I've done postdoc, and I'm associated with the pharma industry for last 13 years. And today I want to discuss with you all some of the future career opportunities we have in the molecular chemistry. So I think this term sounds a little bit new to all of you. What is molecular chemistry? And as I go through the curriculum of the molecular chemistry, as I see, you see mostly general chemistry and with little emphasis on more emphasis on click chemistry and applied chemistry. So you have to, and also you have modern instrumentation techniques. So what I can say just in a single word, it is actually a core area of organic chemistry with a lot of emphasis on the applied chemistry. And let me tell you, it's a beautifully formulated subject, and I think this is the first time I can use such a beautifully formulated chemistry curriculum that one can do MSc. So with this one, just to understand a little bit more, so if I say chemistry, so you have organic, inorganic, physical, analytical, biochemistry, and material science. And now we have a new sub area called molecular chemistry, which is really wonderful. So mostly the students have a question like, if I study chemistry or even molecular chemistry, what kind of career opportunities do I have? So especially if you have a very strong background in organic chemistry, that means you have a very high, it has a very high industrial potential. Okay, so Dr. Mukherjee has already emphasized on higher education scope, and as well as you can go for academic job. But today I'm going to give a little bit more information about the industrial job, what we have. So if I have to talk about the industrial job, so the top one remains the pharmaceutical industry. Then the other popular area is fine chemical, bulk chemical, agrochemicals, polymers, and over the time, a lot of other new areas have evolved where there is a huge opportunities are there for the students with the chemistry background. So let's start with the pharmaceutical industry. Just to understand, I have just showing couple of news articles. You see, very recent. So one of them says that the state of the pharmaceutical industry in India, the growth rate is almost 15.92%. You see, it's actually much higher than our GDP growth. And India is projected to become among the top 3 pharmaceutical market in the world. This is another article in Economic Times says that to be able to boost the pharmaceutical sector, the government is coming up a lot of kind of regulatory changes so that more and more pharmaceutical industry can grow in this area. Some people think that some opinion says that India actually can become a pharmacy of the world. So now we can see the opportunities in pharma area itself. So this is a figure which says that in India we have more than 100 USA approved manufacturing plants anywhere in the world after US. So India actually number second, and that's why we are the largest pharmaceutical exporter in the world as of today, and that tells the opportunities we have. And another article I just want to share with you that it came in Elsevier Science. The opinion says that India is the emerging hub of pharmaceutical R&D destination. So you should go through this article to know details. So I just want to go through my next idea. Like if I talk about pharmaceutical industry, so what exactly it does? You see, there are two type of products we are exporting. One is the production based, another is innovation based. So production based, we have this API, intermediates, drug molecules, vaccine, and herbal products. The other one, which is actually getting very popular in last decade or so, custom synthesis, R&D services, custom manufacturing, patent writing, and clinical trials. And if you want to see the future of the research development in this industry, it is more towards bringing new pharma products into the market, digitization into bringing the technology and the digitization to be able to incorporate in the pharma R&D. And also there is a lot of interest to integrate the instrumentation and information technology. So this is a very standard drug discovery program that you are going to study also in your MSc class, I believe. So it has a couple of areas. It's a pre-discovery, drug discovery, clinical trials, and FDA, and finally is going to the market. So in the initial discovery stage, there is a huge demand of chemists, especially organic chemists, B pharma, as well as analytical chemist also. So here you need to synthesize compounds, you need to synthesize the analogs, scale up synthesis, and commercial manufacturing. So there is a huge demand of organic chemists in the drug discovery and pharma industry. And as I can tell you today, there is a shortage of talented people in India itself. Just to understand a little bit more about this industry in India, so you have a couple of clusters. So you have cluster in the North India, you have clusters in Gujarat, Maharashtra, around Bangalore, Hyderabad, and Chennai. And this is the market size. As you can see, in 2005, the market size was only $5 billion, but in 2021, it's going to cross $50 billion. So the question is like, why India? Because we already have a low cost advantage. The English language is a preference. We have large number of skilled scientists, and maybe you will be one of them in the future. We have a large and diverse patients, which helps to do the clinical trials. We do have a very strict regulatory norms which allows the foreign companies to trust in Indian companies. And of course, the cost advantages is the big factor. Just to understand what is the future of pharma industry. So again, the top remains is the research and development. That is where we absorb most of the people who having chemistry background. It can be MSc, it can be PhD, postdocs, even analytical chemistry, drug discovery and development, API, process research development. These two are very fairly new and there is a lot of demand. That means that if you have a chemistry background, but you have certain interest towards the technology, towards the machinery, then you can actually, this is the area is for you in the future. There is a very strong presence in what we call them as the biotech industry, and also IP sector, intellectual property sector. So now you can understand, like, pharma is the one which is the highest recruiter of chemistry, and we have a lot of demand, and we have a very bright future in this area. Other than pharma industry, okay, so just this is a just to give a quick summary of the company that I am working for. I'm working for Jubilant Life Science. It's under name Jubilant Chemsys. As you can see, the area we're working on life science ingredients with intermediates, vitamins, nutrition, chemicals, APIs, doses, and also I'm particularly into drug discovery and development. So we are into drug discovery, GMP, non-GMP, and so on. And machine learning is the latest addition. So this is some of the chemistry labs that we have, just to give you a very quick look that it's very similar to the one of the PhD lab or the lab you have in the Amity with in the chemistry department or in the click chemistry department. So now after pharma, I just want to give you a idea about what are the other upcoming fields that we have. So one of the very hot topic now, hot area nowadays is the agrochemicals, because you see we have a lot of, we need to ensure the food security. So world has to ensure that we have enough food production, but at the same time you need to take care of the environment also. So that's why you need to have the best in class pesticides, herbicides and fungicides, and you have to also take care of toxicity and environment protection. And in this area there are a lot of investment is going on, a lot of work is going on, and there is a huge demand. And for chemistry background, or for in the molecular chemistry background, if I can say, the key job here would be research and development, process development, manufacturing, and also marketing. Because, and I'm going to come to the marketing a little bit later. So if I have to give another quick idea, so these are the top companies. Maybe you are familiar with some of the names. For example, Syngenta, Bayer, BASF, Dow Chemicals, and so on. And India also have a couple of big names in this year: UPL, I Industry, from Tata we have Rallis, and so on. So there is a very big opportunities are even available in agrochemicals. And even today, they are actually paying much more in some of the companies. So this is also going to be a very bright future choice. And they have even a shortage of talented and capable scientists as of today. Be fine chemicals or bulk chemicals. So these are the actually chemicals. Those are the kind of the raw material for the pharma company, for agrochemical, for polymer, and there are very big leaders. They're actually working on that. So internationally, we have BASF, DowPont, LG Chem, Mitsubishi Chemicals. For fine chemicals, Thermo Fisher marks are already known, and India also we have a good number of companies they are actually working. So if you have to talk about the job area for the background with molecular chemistry, you can have a research and development. There is a production and marketing. Other than this, there are a lot of many other areas that after MSc or after PhD, students opt their career. So one of them would be petrochemicals. So here the primary area of career choice would be in the R&D units, for example, Indian Oil or Reliance. If you have an interest toward forensic, you can also go for a forensic chemistry. So those most of the jobs are in the government sectors. Chemical safety is another important area. So with a so if you want to become a safety manager in a chemical industry, so you need to, it's better that you should have a chemistry background, chemistry knowledge, and that is the preferred area of choice. And safety is a very important in today's world. The other one is IPR, intellectual property rights. So since we are doing a lot of innovation, so understanding the patent law is very crucial, especially for pharmaceutical and biotech industry. So with the science knowledge, with the chemistry knowledge, they are recruiting a lot of people from in the pharma industry, IPR firms, especially with chemistry and PhD background, and all across. It is not limited to organic chemistry, it is all across chemistry. They are hiring people. And similar also goes with the regulatory affairs. This is another area, marketing, that actually people think that for marketing have to do MBA, but not necessarily. So yes, that's true. But if you have a chemistry background, and then you are the preferred choice of marketing for chemical industry and pharma industry. I know some people, some of my friends, after MSc, they have done just MBA and they are doing much better than the other people because they understand the chemistry better, and that knowledge is very helpful. So if you have an interest in the scientific writing, you can also go for an editorial job or something like journal or book publishing. Nowadays, a lot of demands are coming from the FMCG products. For example, Hindustan Lever, Hindustan Lever, and ITC, and also you have opportunities in drug and food safety. So now we can see, there are like the opportunities are like huge, and it depends on you which one do you want to choose. So I just want to ask you a question to all the listeners, like if you study molecular chemistry, so the question to you is that which field do you want to choose? Do you want to go for higher education? Are you interested for academic job? Is it pharma is your right choice? Or you want to go for a writing, or you want to go for IPR, or you want to go for marketing? So the choice is yours. And I think this course will also allow you to, make your background very strong. And lastly, I would like to say just only one couple of key points. So if you want to go for a job after your MSc, so what are the key criteria their company look for? So the first thing they look for is the knowledge in the subject and practical understanding in the subject. The reason is this is the last time you are going to study the subject. After that, nobody is going to teach you chemistry or the basics of the subject. So this is the time you need to, you should be very good in your subject area, and also you need to show your good problem solving skills, communication skills, and you need to also adopt new skills in technology, and you should have very clarity of thoughts what you are going to do. So I think with this talk, I have tried to summarize, like with this, if you go for a molecular chemistry, even any chemistry background, so there is no need to worry about the job sector. Only thing is that you need to choose what do you want to do. And with this, I would like to conclude my talk, and I really want to wish good luck to all the listeners, all the freshers who is going to take the molecular chemistry course. And with that, I would like to conclude my talk. And then thank you so much for your time.
And now on to the Director Admission, Major General Bhaskar Chakravarti, sir. Please, sir, on to you.
So, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Amity, as you know, is the brainchild of Dr. Ashok K. Chauhan. In fact, you people are lucky because you had the chance to hear our founder president, Dr. Ashok K. Chauhan. He had to go somewhere, so he addressed you and has wished you good luck. And that's a beginner's luck. I'm sure it will stand you in good stead in the years to come. Okay, so as he said, he had gone to Germany to set up his industrial empire, but then he left everything because his heart was set in India, and he came and set up Amity University. Rest, as they say, is history. And our education group today has got 10 universities. Overall, we have about 1,75,000 students, about 1,200 acres of campuses, and number of overseas campuses at London, Dubai, Singapore, New York, San Francisco, Mauritius, Nairobi, and the latest one is at Tashkent. We also have a very strong and good strength of alumni, 1,20,000. So when you join Amity, you also join this huge group of alumni network. As regards ranking, well, both QS and the Times Higher Education have ranked Amity as one of the top 3 percentile globally benchmark university. WASC's Western Association of Schools and Colleges And Amity is the only university in India to have got this accreditation, US accreditation. And we also got the UK accreditation QA. As you know, that Amity is a research and innovation led university. Our faculty have filed more than 1200 patents, including 100 patents filed by the students. And we feature only next to 23 IITs put together. Amity students are singularly lucky because they get opportunity to interact with Nobel laureates. Very recently, we had Kailash Satyarthi ji who conducted a webinar, and so this is an inspirational experience which the Amitians get. We have articulation arrangement with universities the world over, rather 164 to be precise, and the prominent amongst them being Harvard, Cornell, Columbia, Nottingham, and so on. These are some of our Fortune 500 recruiters. But students, I would just want to tell you that to reach to this stage, it means that the faculty and staff have put in painstaking work to make the students future ready. And they confer a lot of value addition to the students. They, beside academics, you are taught one of the foreign languages compulsorily. There is training on communication skill, behavioral science, human values, and there is also military come adventure training. So all these attributes will make an Amitian stand apart in a crowd. And this is our 85-acre campus. Hopefully the normalcy returns soon and we should be able to welcome you to the campus at the earliest. Well, these are some of our globally benchmarked labs. I want to draw your attention to the picture in the center where you find the car in the stripped down condition. Now that competency center has been set up by Tata Technologies, and Amity is the only university with whom the Tatas are associated. And once you associate with Tatas, obviously your internship and your placement are taken care of. These are some of the other infrastructure facilities we have. On the extreme left is our media studio, which is better than probably some of the studios in Delhi. And then we have the moot court hall and the hospitality laboratories and so on. On extreme left is the library with large collection of books and e-journals. Then we got amphitheater style classrooms depending on the need. We got classrooms of different configurations, then auditoriums of various sizes and so on. Sports facilities are absolutely international standard. Okay, before you go to Q&A, I just have one announcement. For this round of admissions, your last date to apply is 15th of June. And students, I have one piece of advice that it would be better to apply now and go through the selection process, because if you come to us late and the seats keep getting filled up, then your entry into Amity would become that much difficult. So it's in your own interest that you apply now and go through the selection process. Over to you, Dr. Mukherjee.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much. I really thank all the attendees who have joined us for this brainstorming session. And I would appreciate if some questions are there and we are ready to answer all of you. So before winding up, I just want to tell that there are other chemistry curriculums, but why molecular chemistry? So that you can understand, I feel that in the quest of changing the old paradigm of environmental protection from being reactive to more proactive in the prevention of waste and environmental deterioration, molecular level understanding of life, health, environment, interaction is necessary to model the effects of chemicals on humans and other species with an unprecedented degree of certainty. There lies the importance of molecular chemistry. That's why Amity Institute of Plate Chemistry is coming up with this new curriculum, Master Degree in Molecular Chemistry. Thank you so much, Bhaskar sir and Pradeep, Dr. Pradeep, for coming us and joining us for this. And by this, if you have any queries, you can write to us, email us, you can visit our website, which is given www.amity.edu/AICCRS. And thank you so much.